Welcome back, everybody. So in today's episode, we are at Church Oak Grove in Portland, or the ruined Church of St. Andrews and its gravesite. Now, there is a lot of history to do with this location or this area, far too much to put into this video. So what I'm going to do is just take a few little snippets and give you a very brief history on this location. For centuries, Church Oak Grove was seen as a vulnerable spot for enemy raiders to land on Portland. The first recorded account of a Viking landing in the British Isles occurred at Portland in 789 AD, and it has been suggested that Church Oak Grove was the possible location. The Saxons built the first defences in the area, but later in the late 11th century, taxes were raised on the island to construct a new defence work, which was built on the cliff top overlooking the beach. The land above the beach was also used as the site of Portland's first parish church, St. Andrews, which has origins to the Saxons as well. The church was rebuilt in the 12th century and faced a number of repairs and restorations over the course of its religious use. The area was prone to landslides which often caused considerable damage, as did attacks from French raiders. Portland's rich and extensive smuggling past saw Church Oak Grove as one of the popular locations for smuggling activity. One particular event to occur at the Cove during the 19th century was recorded in 1903 when an old seaman and smuggler Widget recalled to TP's Weekly how smugglers had landed 150 kegs of brandy there. During World War II, two pillboxes were constructed in 1940 overlooking the Cove. They were built as part of a British anti-invasion preparations at a time when the German invasion plan Operation Sea Lion was considered a major threat. One of the pillboxes survived among the huts at the back of the beach. In addition to them, a minefield was laid at the back of the beach. A private in the Welsh Regiment in a state of depression committed suicide in 1940 by entering the minefield and was buried at the Royal Naval Cemetery above Portland Harbour. The minefield was cleared by the end of the war. There are also reports of Russian spy landings at this cove as well. So there's a little bit of history on this location. If you ever get to visit Portland, I do highly recommend you visit this place, and just for the viewpoint looking over the south coast of England. Now, me and Richard did have a little bit of difficulty investigating here because it is on a public walking path, so we did try our best. It was a little bit frustrating at times, and it wasn't the easiest of investigations to do, but hopefully you all enjoyed the rest of this video. On that note, see you later all. Bye bye.
So we're here today at Oak Cove, which is on Portland near Weymouth, and we're looking at a site of an old church which has some reputedly pirates' graves in it. So there's not much left of the church. We'll show you the structure of that in a bit, but these are the reputedly the graves of pirates. As you can see, there's a skull and crossbones there on the end of the grave. Whether there's any truth to that rumour, we'll have a little look later, see if there's anything that backs that up, or whether it's just a myth and legend that's grown up over the years, which is quite possible. So these two are supposed to be the ones. So what we might do is try a little bit of an investigation here anyway, just to see if we get anything at all. It is quite an interesting old site. We've got the rest of the graveyard over here, and the remains of the church sort of flowing through. Ooh, so this is really what's left of the church. You've got the wall there on that end, and you've got the walls running round. And that's basically now all that's left of the old church. There's a great view out across there though. Great place for a church. So we'll just take a look at a few of the old graves as well. A few of the other ones. So as I say, whether there's any truth to them being pirates' graves, I don't know. But we'll take a look into that later. So they've had a bit of a fall in on the edge of the wall here as well. Here's Dave. Yeah. Here he is.
Up we go.
Should we go and have a look at these two? See if we get anything over there.
Yeah, go for it.
Obviously they're very old. So do you want to try and do some spirit box or something like that? Or what do you want to try?
Yeah. There's going to be people about. And there is people about.
Yeah.
Try and keep it as simple as you can. But
Yeah.
yeah. First session to start off with the digital recorder.
Okay.
Couple.
I've got some couples, yeah.
Stick some cat balls somewhere.
Okay.
And if that's the point of focus, we'll stick them down there. So
Yep.
if you give me a cat.
For so long, there we go. Okay, so this is proving to be quite a tricky little investigation because there's quite a few people around. So what we've done, we've set a cat ball up just on the end of what's supposedly the pirate's grave here. And we're just going to start trying to ask a few questions, see if we get any responses. As I say, we don't know if there's any truth to it being a pirate's grave. We'll have a look into the history of that later, but it's obviously a grave or a tomb for someone. So if there are any spirits here that would like to contact us, there is a little ball on the end of this tomb, which if you touch it, will flash. Just like that. Just let it settle back down now. So, I think that's just the wind.
Yeah.
Big gust of wind there moved that. No, it's settled down a bit.
That's the wind.
Yeah. Okay. No wind now. So if there are any spirits here, if you'd like to flash that little ball for us by moving close to it or trying to just touch it, that would be very good. So is there a pirate buried here in this grave? Or is there someone else buried here? Someone who perhaps lived locally? So if you want to come forward and talk to us, you need to give us a sign that you're here and that you want to communicate. You can do that by any means you like, but the easiest way for us would be if you could make that little device flash for us.
Or, in my hand, is a device where we'll be able to hear your voice. You can talk into this. But, but, yeah.
Flat battery?
Yeah, flat battery.
Hold on. Got another one.
that battery?
Same. That's odd because they were brand new batteries.
Okay, so what we're going to do is do a digital recorder burst session. Once I get to grips with how to use this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press record. Right, so digital recorder rolling. Just going to ask 3 questions, stop it, replay it, see if we get any responses. So if there is any spirits here with us right now, there's a boat in the background, there's the sea hitting the shore before we go any further, in case you can hear that on the camera. Boat just through there, so if there is a spirit here who was apparently a pirate, if you are here with us, can you tell us your name, please? Were you a pirate? And can you tell us the last year that you remember? So I'm going to stop that there. And now I'm going to replay it. So I'm going to stop that there. Not very loud. So if there is any spirits here with us right now. When playing this back on the day, it wasn't very loud and we couldn't hear if there were any voices captured through this burst session. But while going through the footage after the investigation, while editing, there was no voices captured on a digital recorder.
Right, go when you're ready.
Right, so this investigation is not turning out to be one of the easiest that we've done. And the digital recorder isn't really working as well as I thought it was going to. It'd probably work alright at the fort, but up here I can hardly hear it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use this in a while, so I'm going to use it now. Just going to do a quick echo box session, see what we get. I'm just going to ask some questions, and I'm only going to take direct responses to any of my questions. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Right, let's do this. Alright, so if there is any spirits here with us, let me introduce myself, us. I'm Dave, this is Richard. Come here with the greatest amount of respect. Okay? And we want to try and communicate with you if we possibly can. We also understand that you don't know what we're doing, or you probably have never seen this before, but these are ways for you to try and communicate with us. So if there is a spirit here with us, could you tell us your name, please? I'm guessing there's a house just over there.
I think there is.
Like literally just behind those trees, because I keep hearing voices.
Yeah, so do I.
Could you tell us what this is? What does this represent? What does this represent? Is this a pirate's? Gave away kind of what I was going to ask, but is this a pirate's grave? Have you been? Were you a pirate? Or were you just branded as a pirate for some reason? Can you tell us what year that you remember? We don't know your name, so could you tell us your name? Alright. Oh, you see a building up through those trees there. Could you tell us what that building is? I think it's small people then. Is there any other spirits here with us? Oh yeah. Well, probably just major coincidence. If there is any other spirits here with us, can you tell us your name? Heard an Anne.
Anne, I heard Anne.
Well, the best thing for us to do is to have a look around, see if we can see any Annes on the gravestone. Just to see if that is true. Okay, Anne, I'll go with Anne. You can say hello. Are you buried in this graveyard? Okay. Okay, so here's another question for you. What's this made out of? What's this made out of? So as we're still trying to establish some sort of communication, maybe in a name that Anne.
Possibly, it's possible, but
I'm just trying to see if I'm just trying to establish some sort of communication. And at the moment, through this, apart from the Anne, I'm saying no, but I'm not going to give up just yet, as it is quite quiet. I'll just keep going, just for a minute. This big tall thing in front of me. What is it? What's it called? What's this called? Okay. Let's just give redirection. I'm going to keep asking questions just to see.
Mm.
What's that out there? If you were a pirate, what's that out there? What are we looking at right now?
There.
What is it? What's the name of it?
No. Oh. Girl.
I don't get nothing for this at the moment,
No.
to be honest. A bit closer.
What's the name on there, Dave?
I can't see the name, but I can see the number.
1730.
No, don't say it.
Oh, too late, I've said it.
Oh, Richard. Oh. That was my question.
Dave.
Okay. There's a number. There's two numbers here. Right there. What's those two? What are these two numbers? What do they read? What do these two numbers read? It's a 5. It's not a 5, obviously.
Good guess, but you're wrong.
That's upside down. No, it can't be. It looks upside down. Did you say that's upside down?
I don't know. I'm trying to read the other writing on there, which, to be honest, I think it's the right. I think that's the right way
It
up.
is the right way up. Look at this over here, then last shot. If you weren't a pirate, I can tell you now that you've been. The legend is that you were a pirate. And if you weren't a pirate, now's the opportunity to tell us. Were you? Or weren't you? Alright. I'll put this question out to anybody else. What used to be on this site?
What? Yes.
What used to be on this site? What is the name of the building that used to be on this site?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. For what?
Nothing really coming through on this, to be honest.
That.
I'm not hearing anything.
I don't think we're getting a great deal, Dave. Do
I
you?
haven't even got anything.
No.
To be honest, apart from that one word saying "and," but
Yeah.
These graves, I'll just stop that there. These gravestones are so worn. You'd be struggling to
Yeah. See any dates or anything
see
on
any
them?
dates on them or any names, to be fair, from what we've seen. So I can't confirm whether there's an hand. Well, we can have a look without a shadow of a doubt, and we'll have a look before we go.
I think the thing is here, these are obviously very old graves.
Yeah.
There is a skull and crossbone on that grave, but that itself doesn't make it a pirate's grave.
No, it doesn't.
So we just have to do a little bit of research, see if we can find anything else out.
I had a bit of a read before we started this investigation, and it's just basically what you said. It's like, there's nothing confirming that this grave's a pirate grave.
No.
It's just a legend.
It's a legend.
Or something.
Yeah.
Along those lines, there's nothing actually confirming it is actually a pirate's grave. And unfortunately, you're never really going to know.
No.
You know?
Dave, you've put my...
Yeah,
Thank you.
Later on.
Goes back in my bag.
Don't care. I'm using that later on as an experiment. But no, on a serious note, no, honestly, just on a serious note. Again, not saying it's not haunted. It just didn't. I found nothing since being here.
No, I haven't felt anything.
And I mean, the digital recorder, I can listen back to the digital recorder in a more quieter kind of surrounding without the sea hitting the cove and just where there's less noise and interference, just to see if we did get anything. But through the Echovox, I didn't get anything. I don't think anyway. I didn't hear anything significant. And catball, you know, is always a certain degree of skepticism to that to me. So.
Right. Gonna wind it up there for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so Richard ran out of filming space, and I'm just going to quickly do this outro. So I want to say thank you to any spirits that may have tried communicating with us. We come here with the greatest amount of respect for you, and hopefully one day we might be able to return in more controlled circumstances where it's not as busy, and try and have a conversation with you. So on that note, hope everybody has a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care, and goodbye. Say goodbye, Richard.
Bye, Richard.
There you go.